Other big news this week, Scarbs, is the strategy group meeting. I always get kind of nervous when I use the phrase strategy group because I hate to think what they're going to come up with next. Shouldn't say that. But this, of course, is a very different strategy group now, because this is the first, if you like, I guess, Ross Brawn strategy group as distinct from Bernie Eccleston's strategy group. So what have we heard from the strategy group this week?
Well, there was a handful of sort of key decisions. On the technical side, there are three key ones, really. First of all, talk about shark fins and T-wings, and which are going to be changing for 2018. Also changing for 2018 potentially is what was the Halo or the Red Bull Aero screen is potentially going to change. And burning oil in the engine is another sort of story. So they're the three big things. Some detailed changes to markings and driver names on the cars from Barcelona. We'll actually see bigger numbers, bigger driver names, so you should be able to tell who's who, because I really struggle, even knowing the drivers' names is hard enough, but recognising one from the other, that's changing. And also some changes to restarts under a red flag.
What about helmet design and coming up with helmet designs that make each driver very distinctive, one from another? I'm joking again. Okay, let's go back to the first important point. T-wings, potential banning at the end of the year. All needs to be ratified by the World Motorsport Council, all this stuff, but we're assuming it will be now, rubber stamp.
Yeah.
So what's going to happen with T-wings, and what will be the repercussions on the rear wing, the airflow to the rear wing as a result of that?
So, as we know, when the cars were launched at the beginning of the season, everyone was quite shocked to see the shark fins reappearing, the big flat surfaces behind the roll hoop, and then the little winglets that Mercedes and Ferrari and lots of other teams have now adopted. All of the, well, certainly the shark fin was always in the regulations, has been for sort of decades, but teams just simply weren't using it. The T-wing was a little bit of an error in the wording of the regulations. Everyone was a bit shocked by these, and everyone then says, well, we must ban them, we must ban them. They decided to hold that ban off until 2018, which is quite sensible, really, because rules are the rules, and the teams are meeting the rules with these devices. So they're just going to change the geometry of bodywork around the back of the engine cover to close off the loophole that allows the T-wings, and also to close off the little volume of area that allows the shark fins. The impact for this, it's going to be small. I mean, you know, virtually every team is running them. Mercedes probably have the smaller shark fin than other people, but equally have a much more complicated T-wing. So they will.
But is there no talk of banning the shark fin? Because there was talk
the shark
of that
fin,
as well.
yeah, both the T-wing and the shark fin are both going to be banned, according to the strategy group for 2018. So both should go. Dimensions and regulations have been set out. Just as you say, it needs to be ratified by the World Motorsport Council. Design terms for the teams. Because it's the same for everyone, no one's going to lose out massively, no one's going to make any major gains. What you may find is that teams will just change some of the detail, maybe the shape of the roll hoop and of the engine cover anyway, to try and maximise a shark fin-like effect. Also, we used to see little winglets just behind the roll hoop camera, which some teams still run. That equally helps to manage the airflow to the rear wing, particularly getting the turbulence of the camera pack above the roll hoop away from the rear wing. So teams should have a few things. I don't think it's going to be any major shake-up in performance, but it's just the teams which have to go back to school and just do a little bit of redesigning in the wind tunnel.